I see that you brought me a new servant. Got your soul stolen, human? Or did you sell it away in exchange for power, love, money? Did you think you could outrun it, perhaps? Thought that you were smarter than the devils that work for me? You're the quiet type, eh? I don't mind. I can deal with my servants being quiet. Your reward will be handed out another day. Now shoo. I think I was very clear. Move it. Ugh. To get good people who kidnap others for you, it's almost impossible these days. They bring you one good mortal, immediately think they deserve the world. Regardless. I want to know more about you. Before I put you to good use, I'd like to know who you are, what you stand for, what makes you tick, so that I can make sure to give you exactly what you deserve. Tell me, human, why did you make the contract? What was so important to you that you made a contract with one of my kin? That's not a common trait in humans. Haven't you been warned by others not to trust the devilkin? Oh, right, I never introduced myself to you. My name is not important, however. You may simply call me Lady Azur. That is the name I go by for mortals in my service. Nothing more, nothing less. There's no hidden meaning, outside of maybe the fact that I enjoy the color. I can have things I like too. I like reading books from the old ages. I like talking to people, and I enjoy making sure that a job gets well done. I'm not a perfect being. I'm merely a devil. A powerful one at that, but not perfect. Not by a long shot, in fact. Perfection is something of the heavens. As such, I do not even strive for it. Such a mortal thing to do. Regardless, perfection aside, you still haven't answered my question, and I'm starting to get impatient. Who are you, and why did you make a deal with my kin? Well, if you don't tell me, I'll simply pull up your contract. Formalities, kindness, giving you a reason to explain yourself. I'm not just here to torment you. If anything, that is the least of my desires right now. I just want to figure out what happened. What made a soul like you decide to come be here, so you can get what you deserve, while also finding a way that it isn't unbearable for you to be in my service. I have noticed that servants who are happy are more effective than those who resent me. You wanted to be taken away from there. What happened? Oh. Huh. I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. No, that is not a false pity I show you. I genuinely think it is unfortunate that you were so dissatisfied with your life that you made a deal with the devil just to get away. That shows something was seriously wrong. What was it? That is a sentiment I've been hearing from more mortals these days, that the world's going to shit. What's going on up there? What are you guys doing? I've said it before and I'll say it again, humans don't need us to destroy themselves. They're perfectly good at that. We're just the scapegoats, I guess, at this point. Regardless, I'm sorry that you were under so much stress that you felt like this was the only option. It should never have come to that. You should have been protected. You should have been cared for by your community, your loved ones, people around you should have noticed, at the very least. But hey, you're human. Who cares, right? Isn't that how you live your lives these days? I am very critical of your kind, 'cause I don't like it very much, how they act. But it's alright now. You're in my service now, and I'll make sure that nothing like this happens again. Not that stress, not that tension, nothing of that sort. I want you to be okay. However, that does mean that I need to find a good job for you. I am a demon, a devil, but it doesn't mean I'm evil. That just means that I am here to punish you for your sins. But since you didn't really sin much, there's not much to punish you for, now is there? Besides, you're cute. You expect me to judge people fairly? I am a reasonable person, not a fair person. After all, I am still a devil. I don't work on the logic of humans. And my logic says that I don't want to judge you too harshly, so I won't. No rhyme or reason to it. My word is law. So you are going to take it or leave it. Either way, you're getting a good job. The question is, what? What do you enjoy? What can I make you happy with? Such hard questions for me to figure out. Oh, you liked cooking, eh? Yeah, we can do something with that. I have been in need of a new chef anyway. The old one kind of burns all the foods they touch. Now I can't blame them for it. They are physically on fire permanently, but it does make for very bitter meals. And I like my foods quite sweet. You could also become my personal consultant when it comes to humans. You seem to know a lot about the world. I am of older times, and although I know how to speak in the common tongue nowadays, it's not my native. And I feel like my way of speech sometimes isn't very clear. Oh, thank you. Well, that's very nice to hear. Regardless, talking to humans is a difficult affair for me sometimes. I could use an assistant in this, a translator of some sorts, or a practitioner. Not a practitioner, practicer? Yes, someone I can practice the tasks with, basically. Make sure that my messages come across clearly. For example, giving you what is due was not meant as a threat, though it seemed from your body language that it came across as one. Stuff like that. I want to make sure that humans who get here know what they're getting into. For some, that might mean punishment. Do not get me wrong, not all humans are as lucky as you are. Not all of them are as cute as you are either, which definitely helps your case. But it's important that all humans know what they're getting into. After all, such are the laws of contracts. Someone cannot sign a contract unless knowing the contents of it. Yes, it is quite fair. Deceit is a tactic we use, sure, but I am above that. I have no reason to deceive you. You simply do not have much of a choice in the matter. You get freedom, but some, not much. Much freedom would be something I cannot provide for you. I simply cannot. That would be too good, because although not much sinning happened, you still ran away from life. Left it all behind. There are consequences to that. I do swing a lot between two stances. I guess that's the part of my nature. I was born with the compassion of a human, while with the heart of a demon. It makes it hard for me to stay on track sometimes. The difference between me and other demons is that I feel empathy. I feel for other people and I want them to be well. Most demons do not feel these emotions. They do not care what other people think or how they feel. They simply care about themselves and want their own best interests always at the front. All in all, it is not a pleasant existence, in my opinion. Not having empathy, caring for others is important. I do not know why I have it and other of my kin do not. Maybe it's a curse, maybe it's a blessing, maybe there's some other greater force at play. Maybe the heavenly creature simply wanted to pull a prank on my kin and made one of their greatest rulers and most vicious princesses someone who can feel empathy. It is a cruel joke. Who says they can't be cruel? If we can be kind. Exactly. The world isn't as black and white as it might appear, little human. Sometimes there's a lot more to it than it seems. You do not like being called small, huh? Well, you're not particularly big either. Compared to me, you're not. You're tiny, adorable. Minuscule, some people would say. Regardless, you're cute. And I'm excited to keep you around. I will introduce you to the kitchen later. You can definitely try for a while as a cook. I'll start making sure that you learn the proper recipes to entertain my guests with your meals. After all, I imagine that cuisine over here is different than the ones over there. Well, let's get you started. Hey Whispers, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I liked making it, it was nice. It's been nice being on my little hiatus, but I am gonna come back full swinging. After all, it is the end of April and the next upload will be in May, which was my promised time that I would continue with my double uploads. Regardless, I really want to thank my channel members right now, which are Opa Gil, Joker, Steam Moon, and WD Indax, for supporting me even though I've been taking a little bit of a break. I can happily say that almost everything is sorted now, still looking for a job though, but that's a slow but steady process. I'm sure I'll find something. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye!